A new company from Japan is getting into the cryptocurrency business. They are getting XRP in Bitcoin. More XRP than Bitcoin is being bought. This really is pretty hot. We're going to talk about what's really going on. And SBI is the one who made all of this happen. This is something I want to learn more about. Of course, we also have some new information about ETFs here. The XRP army will win, take it all, or go home. Guys, this video is going to cover a lot of ground. I have more news about Ripple and XRP near the end. Caitlin Long has also put out some new false information. Using Ripple to try to get governments to do what you want is, authorized corruption. It looks like Caitlin Long is now openly targeting Ripple on X. What's going on? Let me tell you. Here is Bank XRP. Please follow Bank if you'd like to. Many very useful things are shared by it. 2.5555 million users. He's hot. Inspired me to buy 2.5 billion yen worth of XRP, which will help us work together more with SBI, the biggest shareholder. That's cool. A lot of people are telling me, Sensei, SBI is more interested in XDC. If that were true, then SBI wouldn't tell companies like Gumi to buy XRP over everything else. Anyone who doesn't know about Gumi is buying about $6 million worth of Bitcoin and $17 million worth of XRP. That's 3 times as much XRP as Bitcoin. That really interested me. This is something that Chad Sinegrabber knows about. He calls it the Japanese video game giant. Gumi says it has bought XRP worth 2.5 billion yen to use in its blockchain-based business plan. Now you can see some new businesses. Is this a business that makes games? That's interesting. It's not a bank. Even though it's not a bank, they're getting into the area anyway. Putting together an XRP-related treasury is one way for a game company to get into the crypto space. Yeah, other companies might follow suit, right? It's open to everyone. This is what I think people don't realize. Things can get out of hand very quickly. I just made a video where we looked at how much XRP is left on exchanges right now, about 1.5 billion to 3.5 billion XRP. When you add in the fact that some companies and financial institutions are building their own crypto strategies and the demand for the spot ETF, electronically traded fund, for people who are just starting to learn about this, those are going to be products from BlackRock, Schwab, WisdomTree, and other big names. Once they go on sale, trillions of dollars can flood the market through these products. And this is what I'm expecting. It does talk about how crypto will grow into its own business within video games as play to earn turns into a real job. So thanks a lot, Chad, for sharing that great information. There's a lot of talk about it, and this is the information I told you about it. An economist named Rath says that they bought 6 million Bitcoin and will buy 17 million XRP. What does this show you? This business is more interested in XRP. They can see how XRP can be useful. They would buy more Bitcoin if it was useful, wouldn't they? They're not, though. SBI is telling them that XRP will solve a lot of the problems they are having with payments or in-game activities. All of that can be done with XRP for a very low price, an instant 3 to 5 second payment. From now on, this is what businesses will be looking for: $17.24 billion. Ripple and XRP have been backed by a major organization. This purchase shows that more people are starting to believe in Ripple's technology and XRP's value as a currency. Boom! As the biggest shareholder and a well-known supporter of XRP, SBI Holdings shows its dedication to Ripple, and the XRP community can feel it. Gummy straw. Tejik Investment wants to grow its blockchain business, which means that XRP could be used in real-life financial situations. This is the thing I mean. They're not talking about how Bitcoin will be. We talked about businesses that were the first to do something, right? Like cell phones or rubber bands. Napster and LimeWire let you stream music. They were the first. Where are they now? It changed into Apple Music, Google Music, Spotify, and YouTube Music, right? People changed with the technology. Sometimes the first one isn't still here after 20 or 30 years. So you start to wonder if institutions will really want to buy Bitcoin over something like XRP, HBR, or Chainlink once it becomes clear that Bitcoin can only be used as a store of value. I'm not sure. I have a hard time getting around that. It looks like a good long-term bet, and Bitcoin has been going up 55% a year for the past few years. But now that some of these energy assets are being regulated, what's this going to be like, right? SBI Holdings is getting ready to release an ETF that will include XRP, Bitcoin, and Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin. This shows that there is a coordinated effort to make XRP more common in institutional goods. This is another test case. When SBI, which is one of the most powerful banks in Japan, uses LUSD and XRP to do all of this, it tells the rest of the world we are doing this. It does work. We're keeping a huge amount of cash. You can too. Kid, just pick up the phone and call Ripple. Okay. Someone else asked me the other day, how much does Ripple pay you to make content? Nothing has ever been paid to me by Ripple. That's the only good thing I've ever said to them. You know, I've talked to a few people, but nothing good, man. Not at all like, hey, come on the show. I want to interview you. Let's teach the crypto world something. They say, okay, do you think this ground is a winner takes all? Okay, this is Nate Garassi, is a person who works with ETFs and has ties to BlackRock and other places. He's on this show. Please allow me to hear you. I have a question for you. Does this look like a winner takes all scenario? Let me add some color to this, which Leah will probably like because she knows I'm having too much fun talking about crypto on X. But Max, one thing that has really stood out to me is how local crypto is. For example, there are Bitcoin maxis. You have this army of XRP. It's clear that they really believe in Solana and Ethereum. I think I could go on, Hedera. Is it winner takes all in some places? You can also forget about Bitcoin if you want to. I think most people will agree that that's a different situation and how it's been set up. But is there room for a lot of other ones? Because this tribalism makes it look like the winner gets everything. That is a great question. Wonderful question. No, I don't think it's winner takes all. I think it's winner takes most. Winner gets most. We don't all have you, the XRP Arbit. You are the ones who show up every day to help in person or online, to watch videos, leave comments, and really learn. When you look at the crypto area, you are a unique person. That's very cool. That you see something that most people don't is something that makes you stand out. You are my people. I love you. I love you very much. You can be anywhere in the world. You are my people. So Bank XRP said that more than 90 crypto ETFs are now waiting for SEC approval. XRP and Solana are in charge of these projects. You were interested in how the money would be made. It's right here on the screen. When Solana cost $18, I told you about it. How was it last year? Why would you buy $18 worth of Solana when it's about to go up to $800 or $1,000 when some of these goods come out? There's a huge need for these goods right now. Also, I don't believe people are aware of how big this is going to become. October 18th through October 23rd or 24th. Is when you should be paying the most attention. If someone knows for sure that these things will be allowed, I think you'll see pumps in September and October. That's exactly how I feel when I take a look at Bitcoin instead of Ethereum. However, Ethereum didn't really have that building. But months before the Bitcoin ETFs went live, you saw a really big price increase. I think we're almost there. $2.60 in XRP. I'll do everything I can to add some here. The XRP option income ETF was filed. I thought, what the heck is this? Amplify ETFs has put in for an XRP option income ETF. What does this look like? Option income, which is an actively managed exchange-traded fund that uses option techniques on XRP to try to make money every month. This filing is a big step toward bringing standard regulated investment products to the XRP ecosystem. This could let institutional and individual investors benefit from XRP's price changes and yield generation without actually holding the asset. What is the Amplify XRP-based ETF? The Amplify XRP option ETF is meant to follow the price of XRP while using options techniques to make regular income, similar to how covered call ETFs for stocks and other digital assets do the same thing. Investors could get XRP option income through a regulated fund and trade on the CBO BZX exchange. They wouldn't need crypto wallets or to handle their own assets directly. Do you agree that this is important? People can invest in an asset without having to think about a seed phrase, a cold wallet, or storage. All they have to do is buy this option or product to get access to it. This product is actively managed, which means that portfolio managers will look at holdings and option positions to get the best results. Okay, I'm sorry, my mind went to regulators and advisors at the same time, but it didn't work. So you do have financial experts, you do have financial managers and people who tell you where to put your money though, right? When you have a lot of money in a bank or fund, there's usually someone there to tell you what's hot in the market. You might want to try to get some of this or this in your point of view. The important thing to remember is that institutional buyers could be told about this. Why is this so important for XRP and ETFs filed with the SEC? This means that big investors like pension funds, insurance companies, and wealth managers might be able to get exposure to XRP through well-known financial vehicles. This could help the currency become more popular and accepted. Strategies for making money, like selling options, may draw investors who want to make money as well as see their money grow. These strategies have lower counterparty and custody risks than holding XRP directly. It's another step toward the US financial business using crypto assets, which is important because XRP is so old. Regulatory scrutiny, so many cool things going on there, ladies and gentlemen, and we're starting to think about how